through our recap very shortly. But now time to turn to the US Open, which is a big story. Shinnecock Hills golf course, notoriously difficult, especially in 2004 when only 2 players finished under par. I'm sure that our golfing guest next, David Singh of the Great Golf magazine, is astonished as I am at some of these scores. Are you there, David?
I am indeed, Brian. Good afternoon.
How many times, I'm here virtually, how many times do you think you could say that Robert McIlroy was 10 over, but not only that, Watson is 8 over, Spieth is 6 over, Mickelson's 6 over. What is it? The course? What's going on?
Well, it's the course. I mean, the thing is, the USGA will always set up, the toughest test of golf. But you add to that the wind conditions out there. How many times I was amazed today to, the second hole, for example, at 252 par 3. Neither McIlroy, Mickelson or Spieth reached it. I think McIlroy went with a 4-iron on a par 3. But it's just, it must be just frustrating. I had the pleasure of watching Rory 2 weeks ago in rounds 1 and 2 at Wentworth, where he played fantastic. But it's just so unforgiving. And, watching him in the first 10 holes, he was 10 over, but just the shoulders have dropped and everything.
Well, David, we've still got some people to go, amongst them Garcia, Fleetwood as well, Molinari and Tiger Woods, who's off last with Justin Johnson and what have you. I presume it'll be as difficult for them. Just let me make a point from an amateur's point of view. I know that a lot of amateur golfers quite like it occasionally when pros struggle because you make them feel that. But I know that golfers do not like to be, embarrassed in a way that, it is when you card these things because of thick rough or because of tough greens and so on. But, why is that difficult? Why is that not acceptable when it is acceptable to now be carding 20 odd under, which seems like a cakewalk?
Well, this is it. I think the USGA have always been into giving golfers a proper test. And as you mentioned in the intro, in 2004, I think there was only a couple of players that finished under par. That was when Goosen won it, I think.
It was.
And I'm sure on the Sunday, no one finished under par.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, with this in particular, we've said obviously he's 10 over. Jordan Spieth really struggling as well, from what I hear. What is it? Is he playing that badly, or is it the course?
No, I think that the course it's brutal. If you look at the rough, it's just you cannot. It's more precision, more accuracy. Previously, it can be said that, the golf courses were getting longer and longer and always favouring the big bombers, the Rorys, the Dustin Johnson, the Koepkas. And this has actually been shortened, but it's more down to accuracy. And when you add the real wind conditions that they're having at the moment, it's unpredictable. And I suppose with Rory, Spieth, and Mickelson, if you're playing in the group, as we all know, and everyone is not playing that well, it kind of affects you. You get motivated when your playing partners are doing well.
Well, it'd be interesting to see how Tiger goes because, notorious off the tee for not finding things. Yeah. Also, famous for his recovery shots. But is it the case that the rough is unfair, or is it just difficult?
I think it's difficult, and I think, and going back to it again, I think that the USGA want a real test, a real test of golf. But going back to your question on Tiger, I think Tiger will relish this.
Really?
I think so. Tiger has always said, his favourite course is St Andrews, and and 4 days at St Andrews, 1 day, wind, rain, the weather changes every 15, 20 minutes, or it can do, and I think Tiger would actually relish this opportunity.
Okay, so if Tiger's one to watch, who would be others that you'd say have the game that can challenge this course and give it a decent go?
Well, as someone who put a cheeky tenner on Ian Poulter
nice.
At 100 to 1, I think
you're a happy man, right?
Yeah, he is. Well, he's the only 2 under. We're in the early stages now. With Saturday and Sunday at the business end, I still think if Rory puts in a good round tomorrow, he could make the cut.
Really?
I
Well, the cut could be as high as what, 7, 8 over if it carries on like this. Yeah.
Easily, the cut could be +8. So if Rory keeps it as it is at the moment, keeps it to 10, maybe sneaks in a birdie, keeps it to 9. A decent round tomorrow. Weather conditions good. Rory could still make it. But but this is a great chance to back some of the long shots.
Mm. Well, I mean, it seems to me that unusually is one where you want to be in the clubhouse. Whatever your score is, in there, can't get any better, can't get any worse.
Absolutely.
Whereas normally people are charging, you think you're fine. They're saying out there, stay out longer because you're just going to drop shots now. Will that reverse if the weather is not inclement, or will it favour some people?
It can do. I mean, again, it all depends on the wind conditions. But if you look at, for example, holes 9, 10, and 11. Hole 11 is a reasonably simple par 3, probably playing 170. But, some of the players call it the world's shortest par 5. If you push it left or tweak it right, just a little fraction, 5 is a good score. So it's whoever takes the lead, if they're strong enough to keep the lead. I still think, I still think the British guys could do well there. I still think Shane Lowry could do well there. He's coming into form. Koepka, Alex Noren, for example.
Well, at the moment, we've got, from an English point of view, we've got Poulter, Rose and Fitzpatrick, I think, 1 and joint 3rd. So we'll see. I'm not going to put a bet on now as well. Thank you very much. That's David Singh from the Great Golf Magazine. The time